What's the matter with you, huh? Subscribe already.
Hi everyone, it's your boy, Broken Record. Same stuff, different day. Next verse, same as the first. Y'all already know what time it is. The Little Mermaid trailer dropped a few days ago. It's downvoted to hell already, because of course it is. No one is vibing with this because of course they're not. We already knew this was coming. I mean, Halle Bailey was announced as Ariel back in 2019, 3 whole last years ago. And we've had all that time to adjust and get all the evil racism out of our system. Oh, Freudian slip there. But we've had all that time to get it all out, and nope, still here. We clearly hate it, and we hate Ariel. We hate Halle Bailey. We hate this version because she's black. We don't want anything to do with it, and well, I'll come back to that. I thought of something, a way I can end this, but I want to wait a while. But first, we need to talk about the absolute memification and games going on in this comment section, because I don't even know how this started, but everyone's saying their favorite part of the trailer is just stuff from different movies and properties and stuff, like this first one here. The part where Ariel says, "It's over, Anakin, I have the high ground," made me cry goosebumps. When Flounder stares down Ursula and said, You turned her against me," that gave me goosebumps. They're even doing it in other languages. They're sitting here talking about, "You got a friend in me" from Toy Story. So it's international. Oh God, it's too good. See, now this honestly, all this stuff, this is way more interesting and worth covering than the trailer itself. Because the trailer is nothing. It's 1 minute and 23 seconds of nothing. She's swimming around under the sea. Shout out to Sebastian. And she looks up and there's fireworks or something going on upstairs. And her and Flounder go up there and then she starts singing "Part of Your World." And that's it. I mean, there's nothing for even me to even get outraged or angry about. There's nothing in the trailer. It'd be one thing if there was like some cringy shots of Ursula or like a photorealistic Sebastian or something like that. Like something for me to really sink my teeth into. But right now, all we have is this little teaser trailer with Halle Bailey being Ariel. And we knew about that. So, although I do think it's kind of ironic, this casting announcement, way back when it was first announced in 2019, was actually the last time that I saw a casting announcement like that with the race swap and everything. And I was like, oh, that's going to be dope. We're going to have us a black Ariel. Okay, that's probably going to be dope. Because as some of my longer subscribers know, I actually used to be progressive. I was borderline SJW around 2014, but you know, that was a dark time. One day we'll talk more at length about that. But yeah, this was the last time I saw this type of thing and actually got some type of hype. I was out at a party somewhere and I saw the announcement and I was like, oh, that's gonna be dope. And I remember I got home, my other friend who is also progressive pretty much got on the whole "I can't wait to see the racist fanboys cry to tears," and was just like, oh look, hoes mad. Now, and that honestly is what got me to start thinking about things a bit more critically when it comes down to these race swaps and recent castings. Because even though I don't really want to say excited, because I mean at that point I was already over all these live action versions and I've never really been a huge Little Mermaid fan anyway. But just the reaction to it. I knew that Ariel has been white, at least in the Disney versions, forever. The story is from Danish culture, so it would stand to reason that if there's a live action version, she would be fair-skinned as hell, you might say. So for people to say, hey, why is she black? Why'd you do that? How come this? Like, that's a very reasonable take to stuff, you know? But no, you just can't question anything. You can't question it. You can't not like it. You can't critique it. You just have to accept it or hose mad. You just have to accept it or you're racist. So I started to, you know, just pay attention to things and start to see things from a different point of view. Because it was just strange to me how we can have something that doesn't even make sense, you know, just out of nowhere. And I'm not a person that is like 1000% against race changing and casting and stuff. I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I love Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin. He was absolutely the best thing about that movie. In fact, he was the only good thing about that movie. And I haven't heard a single person who would disagree with that sentiment. In fact, I remember when back when they were doing HBO First Look, when new movies were coming out, they actually brought that up in the little mini documentary. They said, yeah, I mean, he's not white like he is in the comics, but I mean, come on, he fits the bill. He is tall, he is large and in charge, just like Wilson Fisk is, and he captures his energy so well. There's really no one out in Hollywood right now who can even come close to portraying Kingpin the way Michael Clark Duncan is. So we'd be a fool not to have him on. And I agree, that was goated casting right there. Then there's also other random stuff that really doesn't bother me, like Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent. I still kind of want to see where his Two-Face would have gone. That would have been dope. And there's even things like the Cinderella TV version with Brandy and Whitney Houston, you know, and that was more like the whole point of it was to switch things up, and it did it in a way that was still appealing and fun to watch, which I think is the bigger problem with all these things. Not only do we get the race swaps, not only do we have things changed and get virtue signaled to and then told that we're either racist white people or that you're a coon, you're a sellout, you're a pick me, or all these other things. You have internalized misogynoir if you're actually belonging to the group that they're trying to pander to and still call it out and critique it. Not only do we have that, but then we get to shit, and then it just sucks. It's boring. It has all the character and soul of dill pickles that's been left out in the sun for 5 weeks. Like, no one cares about what's happening. And that's just par for the course for especially the Disney live action remakes, which is why I'm completely fine with whatever they do in this movie. They can cast whoever as whatever. I ain't watching this shit. No, for what? I barely like The Little Mermaid as a movie. I don't dislike it, I just was never a fan. But like, why am I gonna go and watch this when I already don't even care? When it comes to the live action stuff in general, my general thought pattern is, what's the point? 9.9 times out of 10, they're either going to change shit for no reason and it's going to be ass like Mulan, or they're going to stay super ultra true to the original but not have the soul and the feeling that it had in the original, like with The Lion King. So at best, you'll get a shot-for-shot recreation without the feeling and the sincerity of the original. At worst, you'll have something that drags everything through the dirt, body, mind, soul, spirit. But when the full trailer drops, I'll probably have more to say on that. But right now, it's just more of the same. It's just more race swapping, more pandering by the people that put the shit out, more accusations of everyone being racist. I'm actually high-key surprised they haven't shut down the comment section yet. Probably because the people running the channel are, even they're having a good laugh at all. Like, look at this shit. These people out here typing in Russian. And it's still, you know what? You get a thumbs up. I'm the captain now. You get a thumbs up. You get a thumbs up. You get a thumbs up. Everyone gets a thumbs up. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. But yeah, that's this. Second verse, third verse, 11,000th verse, same as the first. Yeah. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got, y'all. I'm sorry. One of the reasons why I don't do a tremendous amount of culture war coverage stuff now is because it's just the same thing over and over again. They're going to change stuff. They're going to take stuff out. They're going to put other stuff in. They're not going to have it be good. They're going to hide behind the bigotry shield. We already know what they're going to do because they only have one playbook. They've discontinued all updates. So they're still operating under like 2017 software, and the servers are shut down. So what we got is just what we get now. That's it. They're just going to keep doing this shit in perpetuity until whatever bubble they're in is just completely burst, okay? That's just what they're going to do. They're going to do everything, and they're going to hide behind her, and I'm sure Halle Bailey is a fine person and a dope actress and a dope singer. Even if the movie comes out and it's absolute dog turds, none of my critiques, if I even bother to give any, will be directed at her as a person. She's just part of this stupid fucking Disney machine that just hides behind... You know what this is? Someone brought this up on Twitter, I think, or maybe it was YouTube, and they got called racist for it because the people that called them racist don't know context but it's a day ending in a Y, so what else is new? But someone called all the shit Operation Get Behind the Darkies. If you've seen the South Park movie, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, just Google Operation Get Behind the Darkies, which is an offshoot of Operation Human Shield. Even without knowing the actual context of that, don't that just sound exactly like what they're doing? They did it with Moses Ingram and Obi-Wan Kenobi. They're doing it now with She-Hulk. And no, I'm not reviewing no more of them episodes, at least not week by week. I might do an entire series summary, or since this week is, I think, episode 5, depending on how this week's episode goes, I might review that. Or I might just talk about everything that's happened up to this point. But that's going to be all for me today. Thank y'all for watching and listening. Be sure to tune in next time when I, a simple nerd, make sense of this crazy-ass world we living in. I'm HoneyB, and I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces. Oh, and the thing I was going to say earlier that I had to put to the very end before I said it was, coon, porch, monkey, jigaboo, nigger, nigger. Bye.
Golly, that sounds simple enough.